Okay, so it's current state of the lighting. I think it's overall it's quite balanced now. It has the right direction. Overall has more like colors from HDR, and then the bright source of the area light with a different light temperature. So it's quite vibrant. Yet it has enough right direction as well. One thing I don't really like is the flag, how it gets bright bottom. So I try maybe adding some backdrops as well and see if that helps me Okay, so the renders are complete with the backdrop. I think this with the backdrop definitely works better. It's kind of adding extra tone in the scene. Also have to split the characters and then the border as well. Previously it was blended to the black or too much. Yeah, so from this point, lighting itself is almost done. Actually, I rendered out without HDR, and this is only the light. And then compared with this one has more to see, but then this one is more well focused, like more low key. So I was thinking about to go lower down the intensity for this HDR. So maybe try like half, and then maybe complete the light itself, and we'll try working on the shader tweak. And actually want to change the background, so this is just plain, but then I have geometries that I quickly drave from the Marvelous Designer. So it's supposed to look like something like curtains. So we try add that. Yeah, so sort of in between the no HDR and then the full HDR. So a bit less bright version. I think it looks better in my taste. So we'll go with the 0.5, maybe 0.6 maybe, but I will just keep 0.5 and then maybe increase or decrease based on the photo render. So yes. And yeah, so a few more adjustment I want to make at this point is the eyes and then the length of the neck. The length of the neck has been giving me a it's not a bit of trouble, but then it's a bit hard to see because of this neck armor. So it actually does look a bit short in the render. So I want to move this head group a touch higher. Yeah, and then this center update. So I think it's a bit hard to tell, but it does look better. Yeah, so we keep the head position, head height as is, and then maybe move the eyeball a bit, rotate a bit to the y-axis. The eye position is always a bit tricky to make it more like natural look, so need to keep adjust until it looks good. Right, so say this is good for now. Okay, so eye adjustment is done, and I wanna update about these backdrops. So It's currently black, and then I gave some thought about the overall tone, and then since this character has some contrast, I thought maybe some brighter color could work out better. So let me try assign the white shader on this background. So just assign AI standard surface and so reassign to white. So it should be fine. I'm gonna increase some width so it can cover more area. So okay, and if I render this out as is, okay, so this is the how it looks like with the white background. And I think it looks better than the dark background. Yeah, it's right now like overall, so all the reflection gets much brighter. I think it's a little bit too bright on some area, like blade and some like lower body. So because it's closer to the floor. So what I'm gonna do is actually make some right link on this background plate. So I'm gonna actually duplicate a new light. So this one, area light 6. I'm gonna name this as BG. And then direction would be shoot light to the back. And then I think it can get a bit more brighter. I want to be almost white, so I want to increase the intensity and exposure to a bit higher. And what I'm going to do here is go to relationship editor and right linking, and then go to object centric. So here, click this plane, which is plane 2, and then deselect all the lights except area light BG, which is I just create new. So it's gonna be a react only with this light. So all the other light won't be affect to this image background plane. So it is white, but I think it's a little bit too bright in this case. Then looks like hair still has a connection, so let me try disconnect it again. Okay, so that looks like some sort of a bug. I just selected and then deselect again, and it worked now. Okay, so the background looks like it's a little bit too bright now, so I'm gonna decrease the intensity to 1, and we'll try render again. Okay, so the current render is done. I think I like this brightness. It's bright, but it's not like pure white. It's a bit blue, like slightly blue tinted. Could be from the temperature. So I might turn this thing off and then try render the region. Like so, and see. It's a bit too yellow without, but I think it's very better than this blue, because overall there's a lot of blue and then metal, so a bit of yellow or pure gray. I think that kind of gives a bit more warm feeling. Okay, so let's say the lighting part is done. But there's a few other things that I was kind of hoping to change, but then I will probably just wrap this up. This is like less important. So like this one, the pole, the normal or reversed, has the same issue on the armor. Then I could fix it by using AI normal node. So I'm gonna do the same thing on here. So the armor was using the AI normal node, which is this one, AI normal map, and it was gonna fix the issue. So go to input and then out value, go to normal camera. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this pole. So on the Arnold shader and AI normal node should be here. AI normal map. So if you have hard time to find, then just type the a few keywords on the upper tab here, which will contains all the shaders. So AI normal map, and let's plug this in normal map. So output to input, color to input, and then our value to a normal maps. So now I'm gonna use the bump node, and let's try the render again. So it's currently reversed, but hopefully this one will fix this issue. Okay, so it's been fixed already. It's overall white, very bright object, so it's a bit hard to notice, but it did fixed. And it overall looks a bit too matte, partially because of the light setup, because it supports white and then the environment is white, so there's not much to get reflect, but I think I can make it a bit more like shinier or brighter. So flagpole, and then try change some IOR value. I mean, roughness might be the best way to change, but then see if change IOR value can give me something better. So slightly higher, so we get more reflection, right, overall. Because it looks a bit too like flat or matte feeling, so I want to be make it a bit more reflective, like. Okay, so I think I get a bit more tight than before. This was the few writing before, but still can see the changes, including the normal reversed. Okay. And then maybe try a little bit of a roughness changes as well. So just remap HSV and solo this out so we can see the changes here. And I want to make this touch darker, like really subtle, like maybe 0.9, and then connect it back to the value. So it should be, the roughness should be more tight, which will gives more feeling of the like more like glossy kind of feeling. Okay, yeah. So a bit more specular and then reflection. I think it kind of gives a better feeling. So this is the full render with the current setting. Still the samples are very low, so it's super noisy, but overall shadings seems alright. So I will be increase some of the samplings. So go area lights and increase sample to 4 for all the lights. And then I already increased sample before when I did a test render before. So I'll just leave it for the dome lights, which is the HDR. And also increase sampling. AA sampling I usually set to 5 to 6 usually for the final quality render. So I'll just go with a 6 and 5 and 5 for the last. So should be enough. And yeah, we'll run the final render with the same camera with the following settings. Yeah, and this is the final render with the high sample. Yeah, so overall quality is, I think it works. Shading overall works as well. I still don't really like few areas like a flag. It's a quite low-res photo, makes the pretty bad quality of this print. And then the score can be better, but I will just wrap this up at this point. Yeah, so I have a few more renders as well in different cameras. So face close-up and a few different angles. And here's a final render of this project. I did add some depth blur in the comp, and that's all. It could be done much better if I could spend more time, but I will wrap this up at this point as most of the workflow has been recorded. So I covered most of the aspects from the modeling to final render. I might miss to explain some of the steps, but please do let me know if you need any help or explanation. I hope you picked up any useful information during this course. Thanks so much and see you next time.